So, in the real estate world, something absolutely massive is unfolding. A huge merger has created a technology challenge that is, well, just epic. We're talking about trying to get hundreds of thousands of agents all onto one single platform. This is a story about incredible scale, a really bold strategy, and one very, very ambitious plan.
So let's get right to the heart of it. The task here is monumental. How in the world do you convince this massive workforce of independent-minded entrepreneurs to all use the exact same set of tools? Just thinking about the scale of it is pretty staggering.
Let this number really sink in for a second. 340,000. Wow, that's not just some random statistic. That's how many real estate professionals are now under the roof of the new Compass International Holdings. To give you some perspective, that's more people than the entire population of a city like Pittsburgh or St. Louis.
And this really gets to the core of the problem they're trying to solve. You see, you're not dealing with regular employees here. These are all individual business owners, every single one of them with their own way of doing things. So the massive question is, how on earth do you build a single tech platform that actually works for all of them?
Okay, so when you've got a challenge this big, you can't just throw anyone at it. You need a very specific kind of leader. So the company's answer was to bring in a new chief technology officer to spearhead this whole integration.
And that leader's name? Shay Artzi. He's just been named the new CTO of the combined company, and you better believe the success of this entire digital union rests squarely on his shoulders.
And, when you look at Artzi's resume, it's pretty clear why he got the job. He is not new to this world. As Compass's old head of engineering, he was the driving force behind huge projects like Compass AI, a tool that helps agents crunch market data in seconds instead of hours. Plus, with a background that includes leadership roles at tech giants like Amazon and IBM, yeah, it's safe to say this isn't his first rodeo with a big project.
All right, so we've got our guy, but what's the actual game plan? What's the philosophy behind this one giant platform? What's the big idea that's supposed to win over all 340,000 of these agents?
In his own words, Artzi lays it out perfectly. He says the goal isn't to replace agents with tech. It's about automating what he calls the busy work. All those tedious tasks like creating marketing materials or tracking down leads. The idea is to free up agents to focus on the human side of the business, building relationships and sharing their expertise.
So, this whole strategy really boils down to this one key idea: agent empowerment. It's not about building some rigid system that everyone is forced to use. It's about creating tools that make every single agent better, faster, and more efficient, freeing them up for the parts of the job that, let's be honest, technology just can't do.
But you might be wondering, why is this all happening right now? What's the big rush? Well, to really get it, we need to rewind and look at the massive business deal that kicked this whole thing off.
Yeah, get ready for this number. The price tag for making all this happen was a cool $1.6 billion. That's what Compass paid to acquire Anywhere Real Estate. That's the deal that created this new mega company. And, with it, the 340,000 agent challenge.
This timeline really puts the whole story into perspective. So Artzi joins Compass back in 2021. Then, bam, January 2026, you've got this blockbuster acquisition creating the new giant firm. And that brings us right up to today, with Artzi now handed the keys to integrate these two massive tech worlds.
And make no mistake, this isn't just some pet project from the tech department. Nope, the vision for this unified platform has full-blown support, and it's coming straight from the very top of the company. The CEO and chairman, Robert Refkin, has made it crystal clear. He's confident Artzi is the right person for the job. He really sees this technology as the key ingredient to helping their agents not just survive, but truly thrive in a super competitive market.
And that whole vision, it really just breaks down into these three core goals. First, the tech absolutely must save agents time. Second, that time they save should directly help them grow their business. And ultimately, all of this is done for one reason: to provide better, faster, and smarter service to their clients. It's a simple formula, but a really powerful one. And so, after all that, it all comes down to this one final multi-billion-dollar question. The strategy is clear, the leadership is in place, but can a single tech platform, no matter how brilliantly it's designed, truly serve 340,000 individual entrepreneurs? The entire real estate industry is watching to find out.